Channing Frye came out, well, a clip of Channing Frye in a podcast that's by The Athletic that's creating a series celebrating LeBron James called The King's Reign. And they interviewed Channing Frye to look back on his NBA championship that he won with LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love in 2016, as my Cleveland Cavaliers made history by rallying from 3-1 down against the 73-win Golden State Warriors. He admits in the podcast that he and all the Cavs tried to bait Draymond during that finals due to the fact that he was on his last technical because of the kick to the the kick that he delivered Steve Adams in the Family Jewels during the Western Conference Finals. So they definitely tried to bait him into getting into trouble, which he ultimately did. Ended up being suspended for Game 5. Came back in Game 6 and 7, but the Cavs ended up winning both of those games. So let's take a listen to what Channing Frye had to say, and I'll be back with my take. Reminder: this is fair use.
Of course. What do you mean? Of course. Of course. Where everybody was trying to bait him. Are you joking? He shouldn't have had that many fouls. Should have been kicking people in their wee-wee. It's not our fault. We're supposed to take advantage. Hey, if somebody's shoe is untied, I'm going to step on their laces. No harm, no foul. It is part of the game. He knew we were baiting him. If you watch that game, everyone was trying to bait him. And they're mad about it. You know what you've been mad about? The 25 other technicals. Crazy technicals.
All right, so that was Channing Frye right there, giving his recount of that whole NBA Finals with Draymond. And a lot of people on Twitter were mad about saying, well, see, LeBron had to do everything underhand just to win that series. Jordan would never do that. That's BS. You're a competitor. You always try to find an advantage no matter what game you're playing. I don't care if you're playing basketball, football, hell, or even chess. You always try to look for an advantage that's in your favor. You always look for a strategy. Everybody knew during the whole playoffs, Draymond was skating on thin ice because he kept on kicking players in the nuts constantly and deliberately too. He should have been suspended for that kick on Adams, but the NBA just looked the other way. That was very egregious. Matter of fact, that was more egregious to what he did to LeBron. Excuse me. But he already had 5 technicals during the playoffs. They warned him if he got his 6th technical, he would be suspended for that game, for the next game of the NBA Finals. So, LeBron. So he took the bait. That's Draymond's fault. That's not LeBron's fault. That's not Channing Frye's fault or any of the Cavaliers' fault. That's on Draymond himself. This is the NBA Finals. You're supposed to have more of a level head, more of a focus. You're not supposed to let your emotions get all out of whack and you just start hitting other players in the Family Jewels or even near the Family Jewels. But yeah, Draymond definitely cost him that series because he was being a hothead. Instead of just focusing on the game and trying to win the series, he sat up and let his little personal battles cost them the title. And the Cavs took advantage of that and made history. So what Channing Frye is saying is nothing new. Every competitor wants to find an advantage in a game. No matter what the game is, you will try to find an advantage. You say if you playing even hungry hippos, you're not going to try to find an advantage to get all the little white balls before your opponents. Of course you are. And if you say you're not trying to look for any advantage in any game you play, I got a bridge and a few empty lots to sell you. Even some of y'all beloved players look for advantages. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they even looked at advantage that favored them in a game. If you think they didn't, something's wrong with you and you need your head examined. Every competitor looks for advantages. And everybody knew that Draymond's weakness was his lack of being level-headed on the court and being too emotional. And that's what definitely cost the Warriors that series. That and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson not showing up for the last 3 games.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUs.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUs offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUs.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.